Today I'm making a video because I'm in shock. And I thought that I wouldn't need to expose the TikTok generation, but apparently this TikTok generation loves censorship, man. They love censorship. I'm kind of in shock. Let me give you guys the backstory. So yesterday I was in my live stream and we were reacting to some content from a content creator that we always watch. And he was talking about self-harm. There were certain words that he was not allowed to use in his video. So he was choosing to substitute these words in order to circumvent censorship. And that kind of pissed me off a little bit. So I went on a bit of a rant, right? It was like a 5-minute rant talking about censorship. Essentially, I was arguing that if people don't want to hear certain words, if people don't want to hear certain ideas, if people think that certain things are offensive, it's up to them to choose not to watch it. But for them to come out and say, oh, we want to block everybody on the planet, essentially, from watching this content. We want to silence this content creator because he's using the wrong words or he's talking about the wrong topics or his ideas are ideas that we don't agree with. I think that's wrong, right? That was my argument. So I clip a section of that argument out and make a TikTok out of it, right? And I post this TikTok last night thinking nothing of it. I'm thinking, well, most people are going to agree with me. Most reasonable people are going to see that it's your responsibility to control what you watch. You shouldn't be trying to control what other people watch or trying to silence other people, other creators. If you think an idea is bad, then go and propose the opposite idea, have the ideas battle each other out in the marketplace. And I'm thinking that most people are going to see the light and agree with me. I go to bed, I wake up this morning, and to my surprise, to my shock, I have 60 comments on this post. The post has been getting more and more views. I have 60 comments on this post. And most of the comments are from young, impressionable kids. I'm going to say kids, but they're probably in their 20s, 18, 19, 20-year-olds, arguing for censorship. I don't know if I've lost my mind or if they've lost their mind. I saw the same topic over and over again. If it's a bad idea, we should nip it in the bud. If it's a bad idea, we shouldn't give it oxygen. If it's a bad idea, these people shouldn't be allowed to spread it. And I'm just thinking to myself, when did this idea of controlling what other people have access to gain traction? Is it just me? Am I just too old? Am I not understanding something here? Or are these guys just brainwashed? The corporations, the universities have brainwashed these kids into thinking that if somebody is talking that talk, if somebody's saying the controversial stuff, whether it's wrong or right, they should be silenced. Don't let them speak. Don't let them spread their ideas. And in my mind, that's the complete opposite of what we should be seeking out. We shouldn't be seeking out what makes you feel good. What makes you feel cozy. We should be seeking out ideas that challenge our beliefs and measuring them up against our preconceived ideas to see which ones are valid. If we completely silence all opposition, how will we know what's true? And who's the person who's supposed to be in control of the silencing? Are we going to let the algorithms decide what can be said and what can't be said? Are we going to let the government decide what can be said or what cannot be said? Religion, some ideology, AI? Open your eyes. You're signing up for censorship. You're signing up for control. Because at the end of the day, that's what it comes down to. It doesn't come down to, oh, this idea is offending me, so I don't want to hear it. No, it comes down to this idea. It goes against my worldview, and I don't want my neighbors and other people around me to hear it. I want to control what they think. I want to control the narrative. And at that point, you're not seeking truth. You're a propagandist. Damn, it's sad, man. It's sad to see the state of the internet. It's sad to see the state of the internet. The internet, the optimal internet for me, in my mind, is an internet where you're free to speak your mind, your ideas, whether they be good or bad. If it's a bad idea, I'm sure other people will make ideas to challenge it. But if you silence all ideas that you don't agree with, it becomes an uneven playing field. And I hate to say it, but a lot of the people that were in the comment section fighting with me on this topic were the people that you would expect. The people with a bunch of tattoos, nose rings, pink, purple hair. It just shows you that those kind of people, you cannot give them power, because it starts with censoring what you say, but it ends with censoring what you do. They want to control you. They want to control the marketplace of ideas. They want to control your behaviors and your actions. They want to control the very way you think. And they're winning. They're winning. Not only because the platforms are enforcing censorship, which they are. We can see it every day on TikTok, on Twitch, on YouTube. Saying the wrong thing might get you knocked out of the algorithm. Saying the wrong thing might get you banned. Not only there, though, we're also losing the whole battle in the real world, because these kids are militant. These kids, these young adults are militant. These people will specifically target speakers at college campuses and start yelling, grabbing the mic, trying to disrupt just to censor what the person is saying. Instead of being civilized and waiting to the Q&A section and challenging the ideas being proposed with ideas that are supposedly superior, right? If your ideas are superior, then when a person hears it, you should be able to convince them that the idea they originally had was wrong. And it goes back to what I was saying in the beginning of this video. It starts with censoring what you say, and it ends with controlling how you think. That's the end game. That's the goal. That's why I say we have to stand up. We need to push back against censorship. Whether you agree with what's being said or not, we have to push back, because you never know who will be in control, who will choose what is true and what is not true. And if you advocate for censorship, you're letting that power go to someone else's hands, someone else other than yourself. Every person should have the ability to choose if they want to watch something or not. It shouldn't be up to the government. It shouldn't be up to AI. It shouldn't be up to a group of other people to decide what is prohibited and what is not prohibited. And the moment we allow that to be done by other people, we lose this battle. And it's already being lost because we're allowing it to happen right now. We're allowing it to happen right now. And I think it's one of the first times in modern history that this has been allowed to happen, because they've tried this in the past many times. In the 90s with video games and music, what was it called? The Satanic Panic. But at least the people in the 90s had the wisdom, the wherewithal to say, you know what? If you don't want your kids playing some game that you claim is violent, if you don't want your kids listening to some music that you think is demonic, then it's up to you as a parent to stop them. If you don't want to listen to demonic music, it's up to you to not listen to it. But for you to tell everyone else that this person making the music should be censored, should be prohibited, is ridiculous. Who gave you the authority to tell us what to do with our ears, what to do with our tongues, what to say, what to listen to? That same spirit of freedom of speech that we have in the government and politics should be applied to the internet as well. People should be allowed to say whatever they want, use whatever words they want, whatever terms they want. Let the good ideas fight the bad ideas. Let the best one win. Otherwise, we're just going to be in a world of propaganda where you won't know what's real and what's not, what's true and what's fake, because you're handing it over to someone else to make the decision. Anyways, I just wanted to get that off my chest, guys. If you enjoyed this video, smash the like button. If you're not subscribed, hit that subscribe button, turn on notifications, and I'll catch you later. Peace. I'm out.